Many of the gestures we use to express love and affection are often misunderstood. For example, a cat purring is not a sign of affection, but rather a sign of contentment. Similarly, a dog licking its nose is not a sign of affection, but rather a sign of curiosity. Many of the gestures we use to express love to our feline friends hold little significance for them. Surprisingly, certain everyday actions you take, convinced you're an excellent pet parent, could be creating distance instead. These 7 simple practices require just under a minute apiece. Once incorporated, though, they'll build not only trust, but true mutual affection from your cat. We'll begin with the one that folks commonly misunderstand entirely. First, converse with your cat using a baby-like voice. Have you observed how your pitch shifts the instant you address your pet? That elevated, tender, somewhat silly inflection you avoid in company? Plenty of owners feel self-conscious about it, but science encourages amplifying it. Research from the University of Paris in 2022 revealed that cats distinguish their human's voice from an unfamiliar one, but solely when delivered in that gentle, high-pitched baby voice. Using a standard grown-up tone yielded minimal response from the cats. However, switching to the affectionate, drawn-out style prompted them to brighten, swivel their heads, and draw nearer. This shows your cat isn't merely processing sounds, they're identifying you. Recognition sparks only through the vocal style reserved for those you truly cherish. So, daily, as you pass by your cat, serve their meal or spot them gazing from afar. Engage them verbally. Say whatever comes to mind. The content is irrelevant. The delivery counts. Keep it mellow, affectionate, soothing. Such intonation reassures your cat, quote, zero quote, in a uniquely profound manner. If this seems impactful, hold on for number 7. It involves a particular area on your cat's form that evokes an even greater connection than speech alone. Second, this brief 3-second gaze fosters security in your cat. Ever noticed your cat fixing you with a stare, then gradually shutting their eyes? Owners often dismiss it as drowsiness. Far from it, that deliberate slow blink is a purposeful signal aimed squarely at you. A 2020 experiment by University of Sussex experts confirmed it. When people slow blinked at cats, the animals were far more inclined to reciprocate and even advance toward them. Felines reacted favorably to slow blinks from unknowns too, yet the bond strengthened most with familiar owners. This subtle action profoundly altered the cat's perception of the individual. Consider it: no snacks, playthings, or strokes required. Merely 3 seconds of steady eye contact, capped by a leisurely, intentional blink, conveys to your cat, quote, one quote, what elevates this to a routine essential. We frequently gaze directly at our cats, unaware that, in feline terms, unblinking stare-down signals aggression or rivalry. Thus, each unsoftened eye lock might transmit unintended hostility despite your intentions. Integrate this habit, mornings, nights, any eye encounter. Ease your lids down softly, pausing a moment. Their return blink signifies, quote, 2, and if these insights are shifting how you view your cat at this moment, tap like and subscribe. It helps spread this content to fellow cat lovers eager to connect properly. Third, unaware owners often leave their cats uninterested. Ever waved a plaything before your cat only for them to eye it as if you're making a fool of yourself? It's not laziness on their part, it's sheer ennui, occurring in countless households daily. The oversight many guardians miss: cats are instinctively predators. Their minds thrive on pursuing, ambushing, leaping, and seizing. That progression is central to their world, yet repetitively swinging a toy in one place at consistent velocity bypasses every element that renders interaction authentic for a cat. The secret lies in mimicking genuine quarry. Pull the toy from your cat rather than at them. Conceal it around an edge. Pause it still, then jolt it away. Vary the motions sporadically. When your cat hunkers down with dilated eyes, you've ignited their innate drive. And the rarely mentioned benefit: a cat enjoying authentic pursuit daily remains fit physically while growing more relaxed, cuddly, and attached to the provider of such stimulation. You evolve into the enabler of their core urges. Beyond amusement, it's affection in their native dialect. Just 5 to 10 minutes daily suffices, provided those moments simulate reality. Ditch the mechanical wag. Instead, maneuver it as elusive quarry. Your cat's regard for you will transform forever. 4. Simply position yourself beside your cat and observe the results. Imagine if the simplest daily action for strengthening your bond with your cat involved doing absolutely nothing at all. Many pet parents believe connection requires stroking, games, or snacks. That's why, when they're lounging on the sofa while their cat lingers elsewhere in the space, it seems like no progress is made. Yet something profound is unfolding. Your feline is observing you closely. Merely being in proximity without any expectations conveys more than any reward could. In nature, felines only relax alongside those they trust completely. Unlike canines, they don't express fondness through embraces, they simply cohabit. That understated practice of coexisting peacefully forms one of the deepest connections among cats. By settling nearby without extending a hand, uttering their name, or forcing an interaction, you're essentially communicating, quote 3, to a cat. That's profoundly meaningful. Make this a routine, and you'll begin to see shifts. Initially, they might maintain some separation. Gradually, though, that gap narrows. They'll enter the same area, join you on the furniture, and eventually settle right beside you. Not due to your prompting, but because they selected your company. Among cats, such voluntary choice represents the ultimate expression of affection. Give it a go starting tomorrow. Find a seat, pick up a novel, browse your device, or engage in your usual activities. Allow your cat to simply be in your vicinity without any demands. The outcome could catch you off guard. 5. Avoid making physical contact with your cat right away. Reflect on your typical greeting when entering a space where your cat is present. Be truthful. Do you immediately bend down and begin stroking them? If that's your approach, you're overlooking a crucial prelude that your cat has longed for you to grasp throughout your time together. Felines don't primarily perceive their surroundings visually. They rely on smell first and foremost. Each encounter begins with their sense of scent. When closely connected cats reunite, they don't dive straight into licking. They start by gently touching noses. That brief scent swap functions like a feline greeting ritual, signaling, "I recognize you, you're secure." Consider the impact of bypassing this for an instant head rub. To your cat, it resembles an unfamiliar person suddenly embracing you without prelude. Unhurtful, yet startling. Repeatedly, it conditions your cat to tense up rather than relax into the touch. The habit to adopt is straightforward. Before any petting, offer just a single finger. Position it several inches from their nose, allowing them to approach and investigate. Give them time to inhale your scent and assess you. Once they nuzzle your hand or brush their face along your finger, that's your cue to proceed. That's their way of indicating, "All right, I'm comfortable now." It requires merely 2 seconds, yet those moments transform their perception of your affection entirely. You evolve from an uninvited toucher to a respectful inquirer, and felines always remember those who seek permission. 6. Cease lifting your sleeping cat immediately. Can you claim you've never gathered up your dozing cat purely because their adorable pose was irresistible? It's a common impulse. They're nestled in that ideal compact form, radiating serenity, and your mind urges, underscore underscore quote underscore 6, underscore underscore. What registers as endearment to you, however, translates differently for your cat. Felines dedicate 12 to 16 hours daily to rest, not from indolence, but as a vital mechanism for bodily repair, stress management, and nervous system balance. In particular, deep slumber leaves them at their most exposed. Defenses fully lowered, muscles at ease. They selected that location precisely because it promised security for temporary withdrawal from awareness. Picture disrupting that tranquility. In their unguarded phase, they're abruptly hoisted upward without notice, pulse racing, claws extending. Even if they calm in your hold moments later, the incident lingers. That resting place feels less secure than anticipated. Repeat this often, and a pattern emerges quietly. Your cat begins choosing more inaccessible sleep sites, beneath beds, atop cabinets, or tucked behind objects. It's not withdrawal, it's safeguarding their repose from the interrupter they know best. This routine demands the least effort of all. When your cat slumbers, simply pass by without interference. 7. A single area on their frame opens up profound connections. Recall from the first tip how I mentioned a particular zone on your cat's body that evokes responses beyond what words alone achieve. This is that place. Discovering it will forever alter your approach to petting. When intimately linked cats engage in mutual grooming, known as allo-grooming, they avoid random spots. They concentrate nearly solely on one region, the head's base, positioned between and just behind the ears. This is the area no cat can access independently. Thus, the sole method for that area to receive any grooming is from a companion they trust without reservation. This sets it apart from all other spots where you might stroke your feline friend. The tummy exposes a weak point, while the chin delivers simple pleasure, yet the zone from between the ears extending down the nape remains exclusive, strictly for kin. As a fellow cat tends to this location, it sparks oxytocin release in each of them, not merely the recipient, right in both. This hormonal link declares we're connected as one. Yet, what many pet parents overlook is your ability to evoke this very reaction. Daily dedicate just moments to lightly caressing that precise place behind your cat's ears using your fingertips. Avoid any scratching or vigorous rubbing. Opt for soft, deliberate rhythmic motions mimicking the cadence of a feline's tongue. Observe the effect. Your cat's eyelids will drift shut gradually. Their frame will relax completely. The rumbling purr will deepen beyond the usual during casual cuddles. This goes beyond mere ease. It's your pet's mind unleashing the identical substance it produces alongside a trusted relative.